Be sure to check out my Veve and Omi Investors group in the description down below. Together we build generational wealth and go over everything you need to be profitable in the Veve markets. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. Now, this one is going to actually be a special one, man, because this is a video full of information that a lot of people might not know. I actually posted this same content on my channel like 9 months ago or something like that. And it's just that initial thrill of going down the rabbit hole and really finding things and really understanding why people like me have the faith in this company that we have. Because so many people come in where they are, learn a little bit, and then just assume that they know everything without realizing how deep this rabbit hole goes, man. It's the reason that I have 600 videos, and most of those videos were released before there were other YouTubers to react to or any of that stuff, man. There's a lot of information. And even though a lot of those earlier on videos don't have crazy views, that's when I made the predictions of a lot of this stuff that has happened. Like, so it's like a select few group of OGs who actually know how many correct calls that I've had. So that's important because the information is still there. Like, and this is a prime example. We have YouTubers still finding this stuff, still getting excited because of this stuff. And this is just very inspiring for me. I like this. I love this energy because honestly, I see a lot of toxicity, and that's why I haven't been as active as I usually am, man. It's just been, I don't know. I guess I've grown past the need to prove anything to anyone. I've grown past a lot of the stuff that I used to do, so it's hard to find motivation, I guess. But honestly, seeing content creators still getting excited about this stuff and finding this stuff, and yeah, this is inspiring to me, and this is the type of stuff that I love to see. So yeah, that being said, anyway, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated, and be sure to check out the homie channel here, and let's see what he's discovered, man.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Crypto Show 84. My name is Patrick. Nice to meet you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. If you haven't already done so, please feel free to subscribe. It does help the channel to grow. Give a thumbs up and a like, notification bell, all that fun stuff. Before we get into the video, just a quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice, and always DYOR, do your own research. So speaking of DYOR, I'm doing my own research. I'm currently compiling a list of all the unannounced licenses and speculation licenses. So upon the research path I'm taking apart, I came across something really cool, actually. This is from the Medium article. It came out on July 31st, 2018. It's basically talking about tokenization, the future of ownership, blockchain. Yeah, we all know that stuff, right? But I came across something really cool. It's not this picture here, but it looks like Pink Floyd. That could be a potential license, who knows? But I found something really, really cool. So I'm going to scroll down here, and they're going to come across a picture right here. So before we get to that part, I just want to read this real quick. Covering 5 main categories, Ecomi's integrated augmented reality. And I mentioned this before in previous videos. Augmented reality is going to be huge. Believe me, it will be huge. Everyday life. Like how we are on phones right now, that's how augmented reality is going to be. So 5 main categories, Ecomi's integrated with augmented reality technology with their collectible offering, so you can interact with your collectibles and use them in game and scenarios.
So one thing we have to also point out is that anytime you bring up some of the old stuff from articles and stuff that they kind of leaked and put into articles way before they was this popular, way before they ever knew they were going to have a community that dug so deep into stuff and found some of their old tweets at Pokemon and things like this, way before they ever knew that, or ever could have imagined that they would have a community diving this deep into the things that they're doing. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of gems that they actually left laying around where you can get a lot of information. And one thing that they always like to say is everything is examples. But if you go back through the history of everything that they've called examples, and you actually look at some of the licenses and things like that we found, a lot of the stuff always seems to come to Veve. It always seems to come true. So if you found 30 licenses that they said were just used as an example, and you have 20 of them on Veve, I mean, it's not a stretch to assume the other 10 are coming. So that's usually what happens in the community, and this is why some of the OGs have a type of faith that newer people may not have, or people who have not done as much research, because there's a lot of OGs here who have not done as much due diligence and research. To be fair, there's people in the community who's been in this community as long as me, but also they haven't, like, it's not like everyone watches every single videos. I do way too many videos for everyone to watch everything. I've done all types of videos, in my earlier on videos where I was discovering a lot of this stuff. I see videos sometimes where people still get shocked about certain things, and it's like, oh, that's like very old. Like this, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be excited about this, and it is something that we've just all known. So this is the foundation of knowledge that a lot of us OGs have, that it's important that everyone has. You won't be as worried about your investments. You'll be more calm. You'll be more calm. You'll have more faith. This is the type of stuff that builds conviction towards your investment. Because if you've never seen stuff like that, if you've never seen all of this, how can you have that type of conviction where you're not stressed the heck out every time you see the price move and things like that? Like, I don't know how some people will ever be able to do it, man. Like, because if I didn't know the stuff that I know, and I know for a fact, it's like, I could never picture just blindly putting my money somewhere and believing in it without knowing the stuff that I know. This is why I put in the type of effort that I do into understanding things. So yeah, man, you got to have that same conviction. You have to go and do your own research. It's very, very important. Watching YouTubers is one thing, and it's always cool. We make great content. We give you our perspectives and stuff, but it's nothing like the feeling of you seeing for yourself, you knowing for yourself, and you being able to stand on your own research and your own things that you think. Not hearing somebody say something, spread some FUD, and then you want to believe the FUD, or seeing somebody even spread hopium or spread like moon boy stuff, like people say that I do. Like, either way, you should not be swayed. You should have conviction, or you should hate the project based on what you see, not anyone else. Just my 2 cents. I'm just saying, like, just some basic investing tips.
So let's take a look right here. Movies and TV: Lord of the Rings, Marvel, DC, Star Wars,
Toki Doki, Hello Kitty, Monopoly, Harry Potter. Like, let's look at some of these. Like, Toki Doki, Hello Kitty. We already have Toki Doki. Harry Potter, we saw Alfred Kahn. Alfred Kahn actually talked about Harry Potter. He talked about that in one of those clips that I showed in the video not too long ago. Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, of course. Simpsons, we have already. Cartoon Network, we have already. Let's see. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Star Trek. We have we have all 3 of these here, or all of these here, 4. And then there's some more. So as you can see, a lot of this stuff is already on Veve. So this is one of those situations where you can kind of tell, like, a lot of this stuff is coming true that's on here. Like, earlier on, when they said it was an example, that was before they had released Marvel, Star Wars. Like, really the only thing on here when I first saw this, I think that we actually had confirmed, was damn near DC and Cartoon Network. Yeah, we only had like DC and Cartoon Network and Toki Doki, and that was just it. Now to have Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek, like, now to have so much of this stuff, it's like, come on, man. Like, more of these just keep coming out, and people still think that they're just always examples. Now, to be fair, there could be some examples thrown into this. I'm not saying for 100% certain that every single thing on all of these documents are going to come, but thus far, the things that they've put on their documents have come. So, yeah.
Star Trek, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, Firefly. Gaming. Again, David Hughes talked a lot about game and gamification. Games Workshop, Blizzard, Riot Games, Capcom, Namco, Sega, Atari, and PlayStation. Animation and comics, we got Dragon Ball Z. Of course, Pokemon. We all love Pokemon. Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, Cartoon Network. Iconic characters, Toki Doki, Hello Kitty, Monopoly, Harry Potter. And we got digital art and music, again, Toki Doki, Andy Warhol. I've not heard that one before. We got Bansky, never heard, sorry, and album covers. This I have not seen before on any streams or YouTube or Twitter or TikTok, whatever it may be. So this here, I think this is just confirmation of all these other licenses, and I have not seen this before. So I think right here, these are all licenses under Veve. This is huge. Again, speculation, right? But look at all these licenses that we already have. So Lord of the Rings, I covered that on a previous video. David, you confirmed Lord of the Rings. Obviously, we have Marvel, we have DC, Star Wars, of course, Star Trek. Game of Thrones hasn't been announced, but yeah, here it is right here, and Stranger Things and Firefly. You look at gaming, Games Workshop. David Hughes worked with them in the past at his previous company. Same thing for Blizzard, Riot Games, Capcom, we know we have already. But Namco, Sega, Atari, and PlayStation has not been officially announced, but David Yu has mentioned those gaming platforms of Sega and PlayStation in other videos. I made mention that before too on the channel, so feel free to check that out. Animation and comics, of course, Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. And we all know the history of Pokemon with David Yu and Alfred Kahn and Jeremy Power. Again, Pokemon, I think it's a given at this point, but here it is right here. Simpsons, of course, owned by Disney. Already had the Simpsons golden statue, but again, the actual characters. Love to have South Park. I haven't heard that one, but I've been hoping for South Park, and here we can see it. Family Guy, of course, owned by Fox, owned by Disney, and the Cartoon Network. We got a bunch already.
And what's interesting here is that out of all the stuff in the world that they could have named, that they could have put on these lists, out of everything, out of every random example you could have used, you could have possibly used, like they could have used a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff as examples, right? But I don't know if they've secured a Nickelodeon's license. It's crazy if you can secure Disney and you haven't secured Nickelodeon. But one thing that we have not seen a sign of is a SpongeBob, a freaking Rocket Power, or you know, like we haven't seen we haven't seen Rugrats, we haven't seen a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff on Veve. So why isn't that what's being used as examples? Stuff that looks like it's nowhere in sight. Instead, it's stuff that we all see slowly coming onto the Veve platform. So this is another reason that I just don't believe the whole examples excuse. This is all stuff that's been talked about at some point in time. This is all stuff that's been speculated, that's been seen in multiple articles as multiple examples. It's all stuff that they seem to slowly be releasing onto the Veve platform. So yeah, man, I mean, this stuff for me holds weight personally. But you also have to take the time to see how Veve moves and how Veve operates in order to sometimes have that same conviction when you see something like this. Because you could, there's a lot of people who I know, they just like, yo, no, it's just an example. They say it's an example, it's just an example. Because they don't, if you don't have the experience to see that they have used 30 other examples and all of these examples came true, I mean, if you just don't have that experience, like you can't watch a YouTuber and you can't get that experience from watching a YouTuber. Like you would have to go do the research and get that experience yourself and really understand. Then you'll understand why so many YouTubers get called moon boys and we have this type of conviction, because we just really know more information than you. It's like when I say all the time that people are uneducated and everybody takes offense to it. Like if somebody tells me I'm uneducated about something, I get educated about it. I go and study it. I'm like, is it something that I really don't know? Like when other people and this is why I usually know a lot more than a lot of people, because that's my mindset. Other people take offense to it. Like, oh, I've been in Veve 3 months already. You can't tell me I'm uneducated. Oh, you've been in a whole 3 months, right? That congratulations. That's cute. So it's always something that you can learn. It's always something that you don't know. And people need to be okay learning and admitting that you don't know everything. Like the reason that I think most of us YouTubers are so good at what we do is because we all know that we don't know everything and we're constantly looking to know more. And I think that that's the biggest difference between the YouTubers and a lot of the people, especially the people causing FUD, the people spreading FUD and lies and stuff like that, and who just completely don't understand. And it's obvious when you see their tweets, when you hear them complaining in comment sections and things like that. It's easy to see who does research and who doesn't. It's very, very easy. But yeah, be sure to check out the homies channel. It's going to be linked down below. We're going to end it here. I just thought that this was really interesting to see, and it was very, very important because a lot of people don't know about these licenses. A lot of people don't know that this stuff was seen on Veve. This was posted by them themselves. And yeah, when people found it, it was, oh, it's just examples. Now you fast forward to all these months later, seeing it again, and you have a lot of this stuff that was used as examples. A lot of this stuff is still being mentioned around the community or is already on Veve. Just saying. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated. And yeah, I'm going to catch you all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.